Hi everyone. So this is my third video. I hope you can check out my last two videos to see the progression of where I'm at right now. I live in a travel trailer. I purchased this year, 2025. It's a brand new 17 foot. I think it's like 20 feet actually, but I don't really know how to tell. It's a 17R, a Coleman 17R. You can look that up online to see what they look like. I decided to live in a travel trailer after so much research. For many, many, many years, probably 15 now, I wanted to travel in maybe a van, an RV, and I decided after trying some of that out, over the last decade, I had a house that I had purchased after I really wanted to live in an RV, but I thought it wasn't time yet. So I decided to, of course, I sold the house. I moved into, at the time, I had purchased a Class A, 32-foot Class A Fleetwood. I think it was a 2003. That was back in, I believe, 2013, 14, 15, sometime in that time frame. Um, and really loved it, lived in it for a little while, and then I ended up with an injury. And because of the injury, I couldn't get in and out of the RV and it just went to poop. Um, so I ended up renting a condo, and then I rented a little studio, and then I rented a little house, and I've moved different places. My job was working for the state of California. So I was able to transfer to different locations throughout my life, my career with the state. And so one of the locations I lived in was Visalia, that's Central California. And then I moved to the Humboldt County area. That was my last destination with the state. I ended up retiring out of state after I had been working in this area for about 5 years, I think, 6 years. And I can't be happier. I retired super early. I did not plan to retire until I was 55, but I am 50. I was 50 when I retired. I will be 52 this week, and time has flown. So I retired, traveled around a little bit, and now I work with seniors, which is a really great job. And so I do that Monday through Friday, and 6 hours, about 6 to 6.5 hours a day. Really love it. But I have found that because I'm older now, I want to have as much energy as I had in the past. I feel like I do, right? I start out the day, I go, go, go. I'm walking, I'm pacing. I have ADHD too. Like that's undiagnosed, but I do also have autism. So the combination of the two can make a person like crazy. I can be super focused on something and just do it until it's done. If I have a task to do, I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm going to forget to go on a break. I'm going to forget to go to the bathroom. I'm going to forget to take a drink of water. And I'm just going to be so focused. So I've really had to reevaluate this like retirement career that I have and really focus on slowing down. And it's okay. Like, I don't need to learn it all right now, which is really just how I'm wired. I need to know everything, so that I can do the job right. And I tend to run circles around everyone. I tend to do the job really well once I get whatever job it is I'm learning. And I do it so well that I do it like probably the equivalent of three people's work. And so I really needed to slow down because I am older. I don't want to run around, like physically run around and then trip and, fall, and break something. I don't want to put my back out. I don't want to, whatever it might be. Like, I don't want to cause myself physical damage because I can't slow down. And I think that that's something that a lot of us deal with at this age. A lot of women, you look in the mirror and it's like I see my old self sometimes, right? I see my old self and I'm young and I'm 20, I'm 30 again, and then all of a sudden I look at myself and my face has fallen. Literally my face, like the collagen in my face has just like dropped my face down. So, not only are we dealing with, physical changes, hormonal changes, things that are going on, even bone loss. I also have pre-osteoporosis. So I was diagnosed with that about 12 years ago. So I'm very conscious of that. And then whatever else this whole menopause thing's gonna do to me, I don't know. I put on weight. I cannot get it off for the life of me. I used to just be able to exercise, walk, do things, and boom, I'd start losing the weight. Nope, 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 nothing, nothing. So I just joined a new gym. I was at Planet Fitness for a while. If you know anything about Humboldt County, the Planet Fitness is in Eureka. And personally, myself, I want to stay as far away from Eureka, the city of Eureka, as possible. It's a hole. There's one main, the highway goes through it. Highway 101 goes through it, turns into kind of a surface street, it turns into Broadway, and then it curves and then it keeps going up north, right? But my problem is the homeless, the trash, the maintenance. The city has not maintained it properly. Um, and honestly, it's a blue area. Like, I don't know what people are thinking when they just want to focus on helping people. Okay, because it's not helping people if you just keep giving money to programs and issues and homeless, whatever groups you're giving this money to, or whatever groups you're allocating the money to. Something's not working. It's not working, right? So you have a lot of people in the blue who are service people. You've got social workers, you've got government workers, um, there are teachers, a lot of people who want to help people. For some reason, within the culture of their employment, become Democrat. Okay, that's just the way it is, right? And I'm not here to say that's bad or not, but it's not working. The people who have been appointed to positions, official positions, political positions, who are blue, are not doing their jobs. So, if it was all red and those people were appointed to these jobs, would we have the same problems? I don't know. But what I do know is people that are red are generally business owners, um, freedom fighters, people who believe in uh, laws, like people who believe in laws. And that's crazy because you can't have a society without laws. Otherwise, you have chaos, right? So, when I personally have seen a lot of these bigger cities, when you have blue in charge of the policies, they're trash. They're trash. They have massive drug issues. They have massive, um, murder rates. They have got just problems all over the board. And I think it's time to change. It's time to see what else we can do. I would really be all for not being blue, not being red, and just moving forward and people voting for who they vote for. But the problem with that is, California, when you vote for governor, there's usually 100 or 200 people running for governor. I mean, you will literally see Mickey Mouse, um, dead people, people who are maybe like religious leaders. You'll just see a whole variety of people running for governor of California. So if there was no political party, red and blue, all of the votes would be spread between all of those people, and it wouldn't be a majority vote, right? It would be a very small percentage. So somebody who had 10% of the vote could realistically be voted into office. So we do have to have the political parties, and those are generally Republican, Democrat. That's how it's been. But there has to be an overhaul of these different parties. And if there isn't, then we're just going to continue to see what we're seeing. The administration we've got in now in the White House, I want to hope for the best, of course. Like, I don't want anyone to fail. And that's what I don't understand. A lot of the blue, they want to see people fail. I don't want to see people fail. Like, I'm going to say I'm red because I'm definitely not blue. Because there's a certain mindset, and it has taken over that demographic. And I am way more open minded than blue. Blue's not open minded. So I've gone back and forth as a government worker. I was blue, I was red, you know, blue helped my paycheck, right? I mean, that was the bottom line. Blue helped my paycheck. It was supposed to. Whoever our union supported and then we supported in turn would give us more benefits, or they would approve our pay raises or our, whatever benefit package we proposed as a union. Um, so I've seen that. I've seen the inside of that. And I have been on the Democratic committee, the state committee, and also a county committee, a local one in Northern California for the Democrats. I've been at the state conventions for Democrats. I've seen stuff from the inside, and it, most people have never seen that. I could tell you my stories. Maybe I will on another, video, but it's it's like a drink fest, first of all. Like, who could get the most jacked up, um, and who can find the best alcohol that's free through one of the political um, candidates who's running for an upcoming open position. Okay, so there's more to it than that, but they're partiers. And I don't know if red, they're partiers too, but just on a different level. Maybe they go to different hotels. Um, they do different types of things, but when you see the way that the whole system operates, you tend to become somewhat jaded. I think there's a whole lot of us that are in that position, and we all have our stories, right? I could share my stories, you could share your stories. Maybe we could learn from each other. And I would love to hear your comments. Please put your comments on the video, like and subscribe to my channel. I want to talk about some of these things openly and candidly, and I don't want you to judge me. I won't judge you. We learn what we learn through our experiences. And if we can share the experiences we have without judging people and be open minded enough to know that people have different opinions based on their personal experiences, this whole world would be a lot better off. So I hope that my channel can be a place for that. Um, Please, like I said, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what's going on in California, in your state, the um, political arena. What is going on? What do you think is going on? Do you have a theory? Are there certain people you listen to? Are there certain channels? I don't want this to be like a debate. I don't want that to be debated in my comments, but if you have information that you want to share with people, please leave the links in the comments, leave the information, leave the resources so we can all look at the resources and then come up with our own opinions. I'm out for now. I'll do another video at a later date. Thanks for listening and talk to you all soon.